I did only release 2 games this year. No a single of the total time dominated games is on the Switch at all. Okay, what games did they release? Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I think Metroid Prime 2 Remastered released this year. Uh, Fire Zero Dawn Remake. Endless Ocean, which I think no one bought. Trace Memory Remakes, which I don't think anyone bought anyways, but Peach Soul Time, that's 6. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Mario Party Jamboree. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And I think Mario and Luigi. That's 10 games Nintendo released. Okay, Nintendo released plenty of games, but the thing is, Nintendo released a lot of more niche. Also, released that Nintendo World Championships game, but that's another more niche game. So Nintendo released more minor games this year. Like they're transitioning into the Switch 2 era. Like, what do you expect Nintendo to release? Mario 3D Universe? When the Switch 2 is coming out next year, why wouldn't they save the next 3D Mario game for the Switch 2? Okay? And yes, Nintendo did release a lot of games in the way of near the end of the Switch's lifespan. But Nintendo did the same thing after the 3DS, somewhat. For the Wii especially, the DS especially. 2 years before the DS launched, the DS was still gaining. Actually, 1 year before the DS launched, 3DS launched, the DS was still gaining major games. Heck, 2 years before the Wii launch, GameCube was getting major games still. And also in 2015, 2 years before the Switch launched, Nintendo Switch got Splatoon. Nintendo Switch got Xenoblade X, I think, released in 2015. And of course, Mario Maker released in 2015. Those were major games Nintendo released. So in 2023, Nintendo released Mario Wonder, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Pikmin 4. Those are 3 major games. And technically, Mario Party Jamboree is a major game. It will probably sell 5 to 6 million copies before the Switch 2 comes out, which will be a decent amount of copies, I think, for that game. But it won't be sold as near as Mario Party Superstars or Super Mario Party, because those games were released earlier. Mario Party games on the Switch typically tend to have very good rigs, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Mario Party Jamboree's lifetime sales are around 5 to 6 million copies sold. Because I think unless they re-release a game like the Switch 2, which wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo re-releases some games on the Switch 2. Especially to fill out the calendar year, okay? Like, if they re-release, like, Zelda Breath of the Wild, like a definitive edition with, like, remade graphics and stuff, I could totally see Nintendo doing that type of stuff. But no, Nintendo did not only release 2 games, and almost no one cares about the Game Awards either way, because, guess what? The Game Awards puts freaking DLC for Game of the Year. And put the fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake for Game of the Year. But they didn't want to put Bowser the Dwarf for Game of the Year, despite they know how popular that game, beloved that game is. It would have been fun if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was worse than Paper Mario Bowser the Dwarf on the Switch, which would be very embarrassing, because Final Fantasy VII is a very big thing. I know it's so poorly in Japan, but let's remember, that beat scene with Tifa and, who else? Aerith was supposed to save the gaming industry. That's what they all told us. Goodbye.